Good evening and welcome to Side 21 and tonight's episode of The Jungles of Paldir. Before we get into this campaign again, we do have a few announcements to make ahead of time. Firstly, we have a brand new show. Well, not so brand new anymore, actually. We've got about 5 episodes out on YouTube. It's called Side 21 and. This is our podcast style episode where we discuss TTRPGs and more. We also have a wonderful merch store at side21.tv. You can check out shirts, hats, all kinds of goodies there. And then you can find us on social media at Side21TV on Instagram and TikTok. Check out all of our shorts, all that good stuff. Also, if you're not following on YouTube, go ahead and drop a like on this video and subscribe to our channel. Tons of goodies, including this actual play and others, mini-series, one-shots, guide videos, and more. So we'd love to see you there as well. I think that is going to conclude our announcements tonight, so let's go ahead and get back into the jungles of Paldir. Alrighty, where last we left off, our party has been making their way through the sewers/dungeon of Raventide Keep, progressing through 2 floors, finally on the 2nd floor, reaching where the ladder led their way up to the 3rd floor, but first having to face the plague priest and his seemingly endless army of rats. Through a pretty contentious encounter, Lothariel going down, but being saved as the party found victory in the end. After getting up and kind of brushing the dirt off their shoulders, as it were, looking around the room, finding a bunch of cool stuff. Some acid vials, some oil flasks, a poisoner's kit, a healer's kit, a couple pairs of thieves' tools, and kind of taking a moment before proceeding up the ladder. Before they did, however, Lothariel had somewhat of a visitation. His 3rd or 4th time now seeing the image of a harp in seemingly mundane objects. First seeing it in leaves, now the steam of this pot that was boiling in the plague priest's lair. This time, however, inhaling the steam subconsciously and his vision going white, he was spoken to by the deity Malil, telling him he needed to be strong going forward, that he was chosen to save the world. However, the party making their way up the ladder after that time, and coming to somewhat of an intersection, but before getting to that intersection, they saw a grate in the ceiling where water seemed to be pouring in, and a flash of red lightning could be seen, accompanied by a deep billowing thunder coming from above. Choosing to make a left and explore the dark corner at this intersection, they found a secret room in an alcove over there to the left, covered in multicolored rainbow-like feathers all over the floor that were found to be disguising a eye patch of some kind in the back corner, as well as the harp of Malil existing on a column here in the center of the room, seemingly ordained to be found by Lothariel Brookmere.
So sick.
So sick. And as you guys then proceeded down the remaining part of the hallway to the right of the intersection towards what seemed like a light coming from the far end, you began to hear almost shanty-like music and the sound of revelry coming from the end of the corridor. And as Rafa peeked around the corner, he saw the structure that makes up the subterranean bar here of Raventide Keep, the Undertow. with one sharkbait Sullivan standing outside, seeming to be emptying his pipe on the ground outside. As Rafa says hello, that is where we are going to pick up.
So,
Rafa, me boy, where you been? Haven't seen you in a few days.
I went a little exploring, I can't go anywhere without my ship, which I'm still waiting on. Have you seen anything on that?
No, haven't seen your ship return, unfortunately. What were you doing in the sewers?
I got lost and I found the keep, but was on the wrong side and didn't want to go around. So I went through and up. It was not as smart as I thought.
I've heard some things about the sewers down there. Well, good to see you made it through.
What are you doing here? What time is it? I haven't seen daylight in days.
Well, it's the middle of the night, and this is, well, I tell you what, are you alone?
That is a weird question, but no.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you picked up some strays in the sewers or something.
I
peek
did.
my head around the corner.
Strays?
Hello there.
What does he see coming around the corner for each of you as you have found various bits and pieces of pirate clothing and garb in these sewers? What's Lothariel looking like these days as he pops around the corner?
I'd say he has his like canvas colored shirt with the lacing and everything a little bit more open, for sure. And he has some of the garb on, like I think there was a hat and maybe I forget exactly what it was, but the garb, one of the garbs from the skeletons that we found, he's wearing fully.
Jacket.
Yeah, like so yeah, it'd probably be like a nice little jacket with like the little like lacing and stuff that's on the sides as well. Looks a little bit decorated, and kind of he looks awkward because he's trying to like position his posture in a way that's kind of mimicking the way Rafa stands.
A little swagger
with it, but he's like not used to
Rafa
like
sways.
performing that, like with his body, so he's kind of just like, hello there.
And then how about you, Halvor?
Right before I go around, I take that magical eye patch and I just throw it on. So, because I'm too small for any of the clothing we've actually found, I've just got this eye patch and like a pirate's hat that I've got pulled low. And I think that was literally all we really got to like fit me.
Okay. Morga, what do you got?
Because we only found one outfit that was...
Well, I'll say you guys basically threw the undead pirates, any clothing that was in you found sets of outfits with the stash as well. So whatever, you found enough bits and pieces to kind of patch together whatever you have in your mind's eye for Morga as her pirate version.
Okay. Well then, with that said, with everything that we found, she's created this like almost like long sleeve flowy shirt and created this like almost like vest to go over it to hide the fact that she's got heavy armor underneath her, and she created almost like a skirt out of fabric to kind of go underneath, and took like a scarf to go around her forehead. But because she's so tall, she's trying to fit in as best as she can, so she's kind of walking with like a slouch and like limping a little bit to seem like the same height as everybody else. So you just see like this, and I'm like, oh, hello.
I'd like the three of you to make a group performance check for me, please.
Oh dear God.
I would love to add one thing though. In this, I would say that maybe he found some kind of like bandana or sash or something like that. And Lothariel right in this moment is wearing his mask over his face, and has the bandana kind of affixed to where it's like the front, it's like over the front of the mask, and then can like be tied behind him, so it's almost like a bandana, like Scully, kind of vibe.
Gotcha.
And he has that kind of over his face as well. Performance. Oh,
I got a
+7.
I got a flat 10 with my +0.
God.
How did I get a 15?
You guys look back and you see Morga like hunched over, like hobbling, and it looks great. Overall, you guys, you're probably not giving, seasoned veteran pirates, maybe, some of the more squirrely members of the crew, perhaps.
Now
As
he's
you
trying
all,
to pass as a citizen of this city. Or something.
where'd you find this lot?
The sewers and about in the jungle. The people be a lot of places other than the city.
Well, it's good to see you with a new crew. You want to go inside and get a drink?
I would love a drink.
Drink sounds great, sir.
Oh, I'd love to see you drink. Let's go.
He finishes kind of tamping on his pipe, and you see him pull out a pouch from inside one of his jacket pockets that seems to be full of tobacco as he fills his pipe back up and lights it, and he says, "All right, follow me." And you guys follow Sharkbait Sullivan here. You see this is a pretty lanky looking man. He's got that kind of lithe, muscular build of like somebody that runs track and field. His skin is super tan. He's got like a shock of red hair on top of his head and a big bushy red beard as well. And he's wearing kind of a sleeveless vest with no shirt on underneath. It looks like he has some sort of looks like a gold coin of some kind that you don't recognize around his neck, and he's got almost like 3/4 length pants that are kind of have like a rough edge just below the knee, and he's wearing not boots but like leather shoes as well. He kind of leads you in, and you guys make your way into the Undertow Tavern. It smells like salt water and stale rum and stale grog hanging in this place with a little just mixture of body odor. You see he leads you into this huge hulking front door that looks like it's a cross between like a bank vault door made of like a very thick, stout wood. But instead of like that, kind of safe wheel that exists on the front, it looks like a pirate wheel that's used to like lock this door up.
Cool.
The building itself is kind of a bizarre fusion of like security, like jail, like kind of vibes, and pirate ship parts that have been cobbled together to make a bar here. You see that this big steel door is reinforced with like riveted iron plates on the back side of it as you make your way in, and you can see where the bar counter is. It looks to be a wooden bar top that has been affixed to what look like jail cell style bars that kind of come up from the floor and like cut off like about halfway to the ceiling, and then the bar top is kind of there.
Cool.
It's a low ceiling in here, very dim lighting. There's a few torches that are lit in here, but there's also a kind of like purplish light that's being given off by this like bioluminescent fungi that seems to be kind of growing in different little corners of the wall. It is a little reminiscent of the gourd-like plants that you saw down below. You see that there are against the walls really large, like booth-style seating that works its way around small tables, and the booths look like they are built from like big, large fermenting barrels. So like about the height of Morga, and it looks like just a little like archway almost has been cut into the side, and then the booth's chairs are around the inside of that cask with a small table in the middle. So it's almost like very little kind of private booths.
Oh, cool.
The floor is gross. You can see there's spilled rum and ale, mismatched different planks kind of making up the floor. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. You can see that there were grates in the floor at one point. Now there's just kind of a little drain in the center, and the grates seem to be have been like covered up with wood. And he leads you back. I will say it's very thick with smoke in here. It smells like tobacco smoke. And you can see there's like a small stage in one corner where, a trio of pirates. One's got one of those kind of handheld drums with the little mallet. Another one has a hurdy-gurdy, which is like this kind of mix between an accordion and a jack-in-the-box. And another one has like a small lute, and they're playing some nice shanty-like music in this dimly lit, smoke-filled tavern. As Sharkbait Sullivan leads you back into one of these large barrel-style cask booths where it looks like he has a mug of grog that is waiting for him to return to. He says, "We've got a spot right in here. Have a seat, have a seat." You see him raise his hand and snap, and then put a 4 in the air as he catches the barmaid's attention. And you guys look over at where he's gesturing to, and you see the barmaid is currently seems to be engaged in a conversation with a very large pirate that looks to be dressed pretty well compared to most of the other people in this space.
So,
I'm
how
gonna
do you...
motion for everyone else to sit in before I do. And take a glance around the bar.
Yeah,
and
you see
see
them
if I see
all
any
pile
other familiar faces.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you take a last look before sitting down.
19.
Nice.
With a 19, you look around the room here. He told you it was very late at night. You firstly recognize the very large pirate that is speaking with the barmaid currently. She seems to have acknowledged Sharkbait, but hasn't moved from this conversation to get your drinks yet. And you would know this is Captain Bill Deadwake, also known as the Bastard of Raventide Keep.
Bill Deadwake?
Deadwake.
Deadwake.
And you see that he is talking with the barmaid. You have been to this tavern before. You know that this is Sasha Grizzlebay. She is the owner and proprietor of the Undertow Tavern.
Sasha.
And the only other person you recognize in this place is Madcap Morgan. You know that runs the rum-making supply shop in Raventide Keep. Go ahead and make a history check for me, Rafa.
Okay. That was almost good. 5.
With a 5, you don't recognize anybody else in this space, but one thing that you do know is that the Undertow typically, it doesn't attract all types. There is a much more prominent tavern called the Crow's Nest topside that a lot of townspeople and business owners and just various pirates of Raventide Keep will go to. This is kind of more of the seedy bar where, people who are looking to not be bothered come to.
Okay. And then I will...
And I'll say as you're looking around making this history check, as you sit down, you kind of still looking back over your shoulder as you sit down, and all of you in this moment hear just a loud slap as you kind of look back towards the direction of the sound, and you see Sasha Grizzlebay holding her face, and it looks like the bastard of Raventide Keep has just slapped her extremely hard across the face. And as you guys look up, you see her there. She kind of starts crying as she's holding the side of her face, and this gentleman leaves the bar.
Lothario will rush over to Sasha if it seems like a clear enough way to get there, and try to approach her.
She seems, as you start approaching her, she seems to, be trying to like clear the tears from her eyes as she starts to grab some glasses behind the counter. She doesn't seem to be paying you any mind.
Ma'am, are you all right?
She kind of make a charisma check.
That should be good for me, right? 9.
Not great.
She's gonna say, "What's it to you? Is this your problem or something?"
Oh, no problem.
This is Rafa the whole time.
How about you mind your business?
Oh, yes, all right. Thank you. And just turns around and goes sit back down. Sulking behind my mask.
Morgan's gonna look over at him and go, "Hey, you tried your best, and that's okay. We'll work on that. We'll be fine."
In like kind of a whisper, he'll say back. Well, actually, in the earring, I'll respond to you and say, "Yes, maybe I shouldn't be so helpful in this place.
It's better.
I'm not sure if it'll serve me well."
In the earring back, she's gonna go, "I think it's best if we lay low, as best as we can."
Sure.
So, Rafa, any plans now that you've returned to the keep? And looks like we've got a new crew, so...
Well, we are here for some supplies and talk to some people, and obviously I'm always looking for a couple specific individuals and a ship of mine, but yeah, we have some things we need to do.
Not a lot of ships coming into the keep these days, I have to say. I'm guessing you haven't been topside in a few days, but it's a little grim out there.
I have heard.
About this time, Sasha comes and drops off the 4 grogs at the table.
Grog.
Right, thank you. And I just take like a big swig out of mine.
Thank you very much.
Lothario kind of lowers his head a little bit more when she approaches and then walks away.
She doesn't respond in any way. Turns around and walks back towards the bar.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
kind
just
of
keep talking.
embarrassed.
So you old bastard, what have you been doing the last few days?
Well, like I said, not a lot of ships coming in, so not that much work for me. Just been working on some personal projects. I'm building a boat of my own down at the docks, so slowly getting the investments together for that. Gambling and drinking, the usual.
You are building a ship you want to leave? You have a pretty good business set up here, no?
Well, might take it out for a pleasure cruise and then sell it. Who knows? Maybe I'll start hang up the tool belt and start fishing for a living. You never know.
Did you mean fishing could be relaxing if that's your sort of thing?
Sure. I've known many retired pirate that swear by it.
I don't think I plan on retiring. I don't think that life is for me.
Well, to each their own, I suppose.
Take a big old swig of my cup.
Well, I see you 3 seem new to the keep. What kind of pirating you been doing before meeting up with Rafa here? Just kind of
Oh.
looks at the three of you.
So much pirating.
Well, you know, just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And she's just gonna
Right.
drink your drink and just hopefully the conversation ends.
Well, see, I used to be the deckhand. The big one was the enforcer, and obviously, you can tell from the storm that we've been lost here in a shipwreck a few days ago. So, Rafa was kind enough to bring us to the keep. Howboy's like
crashed
trying
on
to
the
like
island.
lower his voice and stuff. So,
You're lucky to survive. Well, Rafa's been a good man as long as I've known him. Hasn't been that long, but he seems all right.
How did you two meet?
Well, he stumbled in my shop looking for any news about his ship and decided to rent the room above my shop.
Oh.
you know what my old crew always said: part of the ship, part of the crew.
Make a deception check.
She's gonna drink her drink.
You hear in your earpiece, a bit thick, cowboy.
I got a nat
Brother!
one, but I'm gonna use my. No, I'm a halfling. I don't take nat ones.
I
Thank you very
refuse
much.
the one.
I got an 8.
He kind of looks at you sideways and like looks back at you, Rafa, and kind of gives you a questioning look. Says, "All
I
right."
point my cup at Lothario. So that one wanted to kill me when he met me.
That little guy.
Yes, that one.
I'm just like. I
Well,
buried my
seems you
face
made an
in the
impression on him.
I'm a captain. You know, it's what I do.
All right. Well, if there's anything I can help you with now that you're back, let me know. Or if you've any repair work that needs doing, I'd be happy to do it.
I do have a.
It's good seeing you
question
again. Yeah.
of the state of the keep since this is happening. I mean, red lightning and storm clouds surrounding this island is not normal.
Right. Well, it's a bit of pandemonium. I'm not going to lie. There's some folks that are not reacting well to this spell of weather we're having, for obvious reasons, I suppose. Not a lot of answers out there. Just really more questions as far as that is concerned. But it's definitely got some people on edge. The bastard there you saw, this is the first time I've seen him since maybe before you left. He's been a bit more reclusive as of late, and based on what we've seen in a couple other stories I've heard, he seems to be a bit on edge. Came back from a expedition recently, and said all the crew he took with him was killed, apparently quicksand. And he returned, however, and had a prisoner with him.
You
Some old coots locked in the brig.
That is very good to know. One last question from me personally. I don't know if they have anything for you, but would you know anything of, or what I should say, what all do you know of Umberly?
Duh, the goddess of the sea. Well, I've known many a pirate that swore by the prayer to her, keep the ship safe and out of the storm and out of the drink. Other than that, I'm not too religious myself. That's about all I know.
So you
Wouldn't tempt her, I know that.
No, of course not. Not with some of the nicknames that she has. Have you heard of anyone ever being called a tide-marked sun?
I can't say that I have. Sounds pretty important, though. Is that maybe a company of some kind, or a armada, battalion? Tidemark Sons? Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, I appreciate it.
Anytime. Like I said, it's good to see you. Your room's paid through the end of the month, so it's still available, and like I said, if you need anything from me, I'm typically just downstairs. Been avoiding the crow's nest since the pandemonium a little rowdy up there for me. I like the quiet, smoky vibe down here a little better.
And my crew is welcome to stay as well.
The room's yours. You can all squeeze in there.
Noted. Thank you.
When he says that, he kind of looks at Morga.
She's gonna look back and just look around and then just take her drink and just like look at him, just staring contest.
I'm gonna kind of swirl the mug around and kind of like lift the mask and have to like smell it, the drink. How does it smell?
It smells like beer, like kind of stale, warm beer.
Is it really
I
bad?
think
I've taken like 2 or 3 swigs of mine.
You tell me.
I love a drinking Haldor.
It's a little rough. Like warm is warm.
I will say it does not taste as pleasing as the alcohol you had in Banthura.
Do I notice Lothario just sniffing the cup?
Were you trying to hide that at all?
No, I'm just kind of like,
No? Okay. I just say I'll hand my water skin full of wine over to him, remembering that this is not his preferred.
thank you. Here you are. Just take a little sip of the wine. I'll give you my grog.
I was gonna say I'd take that.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I will also say, since I have aura, I have an aura, so you guys get a +1 at level 6. It's just add a aura of protection. Anybody that makes a saving throw, you get a +1. I only get to choose one person though.
Do you have to like cast or activate that, or is that a
It's just
passive
you
thing?
just radiated protective aura in a 10-foot area, an emanation that originates from you, and it's inactive if you get incapacitated, and you and your allies gain a +1 to saving throws while in the aura. So you have to be in my space, and you get a +1 to saving throws.
Whoa. Wait, who's rolling the saving throw?
You.
Oh, from the wine?
Oh, are you gonna pass out? Don't pass out at the table, Lothario.
If I took one sip of wine,
Sorry.
I fucking pass out. 8.
You
Wait, 9. You said +1.
Yeah, +1.
You take a swig of this wine, and I'll say that +1 keeps you from physically spitting it out all over the table, but it tastes like straight vinegar. It is sour and tart and very off-putting in your mouth.
Oh, hey. That reaction.
Here you are, thank you.
That reaction means you were right about that food spoiling.
Gross.
I apologize. That was not meant to happen.
It's okay. I might have rather the grog.
I'll slowly slide it back, his cup back to
Grab my
him.
water skin and just start drinking water. I'm fine.
I quickly pull it back towards me.
Well, thank you, Shockbait, sir, for the hospitality, I suppose.
A crewmate of Rafa is a friend of mine.
Thank you.
So yeah, what do we owe you for the drinks?
He looks over at you and says, just a couple silver, cover it.
I look to Rafa.
I'll flick him a gold piece.
Nice, because I wasn't paying for shit.
See, a good captain pays.
I like that.
It's a good rule.
All three of you just admitted to me being the captain, so I'm also satisfied with that.
It's like, well, you know.
Where is this room, Rafa?
It is above his business. We have to go up again to the actual
I see, okay.
keep.
And how close are we to up now?
The ladder to the surface is right behind Undertow. The ladder that you know of to the surface is right behind Undertow. It's it's easy to get to for people who would like to visit it.
Gotcha.
I'd relay that information. It's just behind the Undertow.
Perfect. Wow. So, we did it.
You did a thing.
We made it here, finally.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Glad to be here.
Oh, I'm going to leave you to it. He scoops up the gold that you gave him and carries it over and drops it to the bar. I'll see you around, Ruffa. And you guys.
I just kind of give him a nod and keep talking and drinking.
Yeah, just like a party wave.
Head nod.
Kind of lean forward to everybody, or we're kind of in like a somewhat secluded little like pocket of something, like a.
For sure, yeah.
Okay, cool. He mentioned the old coot being the gentleman we need to get to for the information, correct?
He did, but the bastard being on edge worries me a little bit.
I mean, he just slapped the shit out of that girl.
Yeah, what was
She's
that
a-
about?
Those are questions we do not ask.
I mean, I could try.
They don't care.
They.
I checked on the woman and she got mad at me. Which I'm sorry, I shouldn't have stepped out of the bounds.
Sorry.
I'm not used to being here, but I suppose.
I don't know.
You all are going to have to get used and okay with things that you're not normally okay with very quickly.
Like?
I'm saying this.
Well, like what we experienced, or a disagreement ending in a death that is completely illegal as long as it is a duel. Agreed upon by both parties.
Oh,
Yes.
Hey,
interesting.
I don't like that last part. But good to know.
Okay, so how can we find more information about where he is being kept?
Is it?
Money goes a long way, and we're pirates.
You know that where the
but-
brig is.
Yeah,
Okay.
But I mean, if Sharkbait says
like, I'll
he's in
tell
the
you if you
brig,
pay me.
it's fucking in the break.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, he told you that the bastard, aka Bill Deadwake, came back from a recent expedition where all the crew that he brought with him, according to him, was killed via quicksand. And during this expedition, he also brought back some old kooky hermit, and that person is currently in the brig. And he told you he's been a little more reclusive as of late, and also on edge since this incident.
Do you have a personal relationship with this bastard?
No, everyone knows of the bastard. I mean, he's the bastard of the keep, but I don't necessarily have a personal connection to him at all.
Make a history check.
Oh,
What? I mean, that's totally fine, but
7.
yeah, you don't have a personal relationship with him. You know that people typically go either one of two ways. They see him as a person who can help them advance, or they stay away from him. He's somebody that most everyone is fearful of, to one degree or another. Firstly, for his stature, but also for his demeanor. He's been around for a while, and has been challenged numerous times and has not lost. And that's pretty common knowledge. You know also he has a very large manor kind of near the center of the keep.
Okay.
Well, if you know where the brig is it located near his home? Or is it the brig of the keep? That's what it is, right?
That would be right.
I haven't seen the top side yet, so I don't know exactly what the layout is.
Rafa, you know the brig is. If you're looking at the the map of the keep, the brig is more in the bottom left side of this map, whereas his manor is pretty close to the center of the map. So they are not completely on opposite sides of the city of each other, but they are not in the same exact neighborhood.
Yeah, I will relay that information.
And how close are you with Sharkbait? Do you think he could maybe provide help or any connections to someone that could help us get into the brig in a safe way? Maybe is there guards, or do pirates have guards?
There are, as surprising as it may be, there are rules and laws, and they are enforced. As for getting in and Sharkbait, I mean, you heard the man. He sounds like he wants to retire. I don't think that we should involve him in this, but coin, as I said, goes a long way. I'm sure there's someone willing to help for the right price.
I'll say you've never been inside the brig, Rafa. You've just kind of walked by it.
Well, we do have a lot of extra coin from the last several days, luckily, so we can use that for information and supplies and entry, possibly.
Smart.
That's an option. It would be my guess. I'd like to win for the right amount of gold.
We're so close to them. And yet I can't picture any of it.
The bastard's whole crew going in quicksands, that has to be the shifting sands that was spoken of, no?
Yes, that's what it sounds like to me.
Or they all got eaten by snakes in red sand. That happened to us once almost.
That was not. We don't want to talk about that again. That was not a fun time.
But
The question that I have now is, we know what we need to do, but do we venture around to people and risk it for extra questions and maybe they know, or do we just only rely on Sharkbait? But as you said, he's going to retire, and you don't want to mess with him and make him go out of almost retirement. But at the same time, the sooner we get to this man, the faster we can get out of here. And I say this, I'm not a pirate. I'm not a pirate. But I definitely feel a little out of place. She's gonna drink her drink, hoping nobody heard her.
Well, is your place big enough to room the four of us?
Is it big enough for us to fit in there?
You have a studio-sized kind of apartment above this shop. It is for you to tell us if you think it will fit the lot.
There's going to be a lot of sleeping on the floor.
I'm okay with that, as long as there's four walls and I have,
Volume of the room, you guys can definitely all fit in there for sure.
Perfect.
Floor space and everything else may be at a premium, but
that's more than I'm getting sleeping on the floor with rats.
Yeah, he got bit by it. Oh no. But I'll take the floor as well. But
I'm
I think
small. It's easy to put me in a cupboard.
Well, we can maybe just take this time to kind of blend in and relax for a moment while we gather more information here and maybe spend the night at your place, and then we can venture out in the morning.
I don't know how much the night atmosphere has changed in the keep since all of the storms, but it is the middle of the night, so I don't know how much activity and blending in will need to be done tonight.
Well, yes, I suppose I meant just here in this bar, but I feel like I'm already feeling. That woman was very rude.
I mean, she just got slapped in the face. I mean, I would be mean
I
too.
was just checking on them. Well, sure.
Finish my second drink and whistle over for Sasha for another one.
Okay. Everybody make an insight check.
Inciting.
Rafa, you can do yours with advantage.
6.
I got a 15.
I got a 15 as well.
19.
What? I got a 6.
Again, Morga, you are like I need to you guys understand about Morga. Like, you are almost constantly distracted by the shield. It is you are at work right now, like holding this thing, and it's something that should be in the front of your mind all the time. Like it is something that is impossible to ignore. The divine, radiant, magical energy that is coming from this thing into your arm. So you noticing not noticing much of anything in this moment is not a surprise for that reason. But the rest of you kind of pick up on something as you're sitting in this kind of pirate tavern for the first time. No one looked up for a second at you when you came in this place. And, especially after the response you got from Sasha, people here in the culture that exists here is very different than anything you guys have experienced, and it seems to be a lot of people minding their own damn business.
Yeah.
And
being all
Rafa
up in
having told you
everybody's
about
business.
Duels being like a thing. You get the sense that while this is like he said, a rule oriented place, it's still dangerous, and a lot of the people here recognize that they don't I don't know you, I don't know what you're about.
Yeah.
We are all about crime. That's the vibe.
Well, it looks like if we don't make a name for ourselves, nobody will know we're around.
Perfect.
Rafa, do you happen to have a name for your crew, or is that not something to worry about with these guys?
Well, anyone who knows me and my time here knows I am looking for my ship, the Sirens, so I mean, there's that, but a particular name for a crew, no.
Alright, fair enough.
Well, you need to name your crew, Captain. So let us know.
I give him like a look of do you even know what you're talking about? And then look back over to Sasha, see where she is.
Yeah, she comes around with the round.
Put 5 gold pieces in a stack on the table as she walks up and say, "What the fuck is going on with the bastard?"
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh.
I'll say you can do this with advantage.
For the
I
5
told
gold.
you've been here before.
Yeah, come on, Rafa, we believe in you.
That one was only a 12, and that one is 14.
With a 14, she says, well, she kind of still like kind of sniffling back. You see if there's the right side of her face is red as shit. And she looks down at you and goes, apparently I'm not good at looking out as much as he would like. I don't know what I was supposed to look out for, but apparently I missed it. And she, with that, turns and walks away and leaves it at that.
I'm satisfied with that. Just take a nice big sip of my drink.
Lothario will use the earring to speak. Halbor, I wonder what they are looking for. If you have the ability today to read into people's heads, it might be interesting to hear what she's thinking about.
I kind of do one of those, like, try not to obviously look all around the room for a quick second.
Don't turn so fast.
And then kind of respond back in the earpiece and go, I don't have much left, but if you need it, I can do it at least once. If we can do it without me being seen.
And I'll reply, it may be good to, or in the earring, sorry. It may be good to get it while it's fresh on her mind. We can rest after this.
I thought I kind of like, I look at Rafa and I just go, if I glowed blue, how bad would that be?
I would have to pull my gun out and shoot you in the head.
So I just look at Lothario and I just shake my head.
I'm just shaking it back. Nope, never mind.
So, second plan, find somewhere secluded.
Maybe there's like a restroom, maybe that you could just do that and then come out. I don't know. Cast it and it's.
Is that how it works? Are you glowing the whole time when you're using it or something?
But that's just how I've described it.
Can you suppress that?
No, I am not an experienced enough wizard to be able to hide my aura of active casting.
Pop your collar or something over it?
I mean, honestly though, if there is a bathroom, I kind of like in the earpiece break down the spells, like how I know the spell works, which is basically, as long as I'm within 30 feet and there's not a foot of wood between me and her, I could do it from a bathroom.
I'm like looking at the three of them sit there quietly.
Eyes
and I
like
know what's
shifting back
happening.
and forth.
Yeah, I know what's happening, and I'm just like, I pull my pistol out and put it on the table. We're not doing this. This is not happening.
I'm sorry. We were just thinking about if we could maybe get more information from her through his abilities. I kind of raise my eyebrow.
You know, I have an idea, and it may be a stupid idea, but I wonder if Rafa, please tell me if this is going to be bad, but what if I grabbed a cloth and I made it cold and brought it to Sasha and said, please put this on your face, and maybe talk to her like girl-to-girl talk. Then maybe she'd be willing to help. I'm not going to do this in public, though. I'll have to go to the bathroom and get that cold and bring it to her face. But, I mean, it would be worth a shot.
I don't
You
know.
guys everybody make a perception check for me, please.
I don't know if.
Are you effing kidding me? Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Is it a 7 or is it a 1?
That was a 7.
I got a 14.
It's a freaking 8. I got an 8.
I got a 19 total.
Regardless of what you rolled on this check, none of you see a bathroom.
Yeah, okay. Rafa, we need a home base.
It did smell kind of like piss outside.
Now that I think about it.
I kind of just like put my hand to my forehead. And
Captain, you're supposed to tell us these things.
We had many discussions. You asked me many times what the rules of the keep are.
You didn't tell me there would be no bathrooms.
You
Gods above,
didn't
man.
ask if there would be bathrooms at this particular bar.
Oh, okay, so I get it. It's just the location, huh? Okay, that's fair.
To be a captain.
I've finished my drink and picked my pistol up. We need the base. We need the home base. We're leaving.
Okay. I go to, like, just down whatever's left of my drink and follow him.
Pick up the rear.
All right. Anything else anybody would like to do in the space here in the Undertow Barn Tavern before exiting?
I think as we're kind of making our way out, Lothario will stop near the stage and just kind of watch the performers for a moment. Kind of just at first just enjoying it, and then thinking about it more and more, and then trying to kind of study the different rhythms and the chord progressions and stuff that they're using in their shanties.
Make an investigation check, please, and
Okay.
add your charisma modifier to that number.
Ooh, okay. This. Ooh, pretty good. So that's 18.
With an 18, you take a minute and you kind of you dissect what they're doing and kind of move from the lute to the hurdy-gurdy to the guy with the drum, and you kind of make a mental note of the way that these shanties kind of go, and the way that the rhythms typically are, and then when they change from one section to the other, how that transition happens,
Yeah.
the runs that they're doing of notes that lead into and out of the different
a lot of call and
measures, and it you feel confident that you reproduce something of this nature.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm sorry. I'll be right there, and I'll just kind of hurry up and follow along.
As you guys make your way out of the Undertow, looking around, you don't really see too many people out here. There are a couple of stragglers. Looks like a guy is puking behind a stack of boxes on the side of the bar. Other than that, it seems pretty clear. But you do see a ladder leading up and just rain pouring through the hole.
Well, we're about to get wet.
Yes.
Say we
True.
get out of here.
Kind of pull the cloak of barking just kind of over myself a little bit. Kind of just drape it over my mask. I'm following you, Captain.
And just head up the ladder.
As you guys head up the ladder onto the streets of Raventide Keep, we will go ahead and show this. Ooh!
Fresh air. It doesn't smell like pirate doo-doo anymore.
Oh, that's absolutely sick as hell.
Oh, heck yes, dude.
I'm so excited.
New map.
New map, new
You
map.
guys look up to the sky. It's hard to not notice it the first thing. It is night, but you can tell you don't see a single star. It is a absolutely black cloud curtained sky above you with flashes of red lightning, both in large bolts and also smaller, more traveling lightning strikes that are happening up in those clouds right now as red light periodically illuminates the streets that you now find yourselves walking on. You guys have emerged from the sewers right here. You can see there are lots of palm tree-like plants in the immediate vicinity around you. You see the side of this building ahead of you. I will say, now that we're on this map, Rafa, you would know that the ship repair shop is this building here. You stay in the apartment above it. You would know that this is the Bastard's residence.
Okay.
You would know that this is the essentially where the Pirate King stays, here in this back corner. This is the Crow's Nest Bar.
Oh.
This is the Brig.
It's this one. Okay.
Rafa is just kind of, explaining this stuff. This is a kind of casino-style building called the Loot Table. It's actually a large tent.
Sick.
And this is a large retail establishment called Black Flag Mercantile. And then there is, extending out from that, these tent-like buildings are more like shops and stalls. Pretty much everything else is a residence of some kind. There are a few other little shops scattered around, though. Welcome to Raventide Keep.
Yes.
Yes, dude.
This is amazing. Above table,
Yeah,
coolest,
it is.
such a cool water edge map. But I'm amazed pirates could manage to keep such a thing in one piece.
This is where you guys came in, down here, to the sewers.
Ah, okay.
Oh my gosh.
So we kind of zigzagged along the way and then ended up over here. Cool.
Underneath this, where the crow's nest is, kind of all along this front section where the ends of the houses start to where the docks down there are, Rafa, you would know that below here is a large, like, kind of cave. You guys did not encounter that while you were in the sewer, so you get the sense that you never went that far to the left, basically, as far as this map looks. But yeah, so like those docks extend into like a cave-like, like kind of alcove that's beneath the streets here, that's separate from the sewers.
Sick.
Sick.
I do a quick look around, and then if there's nobody like even remotely close to us, I don't want to look like a tourist, but if it's safe, I want to open my book and like take notes.
Yeah, I mean, writing in a book is not so out of the ordinary that it would necessarily draw attention. However, it is pouring down rain.
Okay, fair. I'm not writing in my book in the middle of the rain.
Yeah. Rafa, should we get to the room?
It's like a violent storm. Like the wind is like the trees around you are kind of shaking and blowing in the wind. You see like every so often like some debris fly by.
Yeah, so I'll start leading them towards the to the room, and kind of along the way I'll kind of like point out all the different things. But I want to specifically take this route so we can pass by the brig.
Okay.
And I can point it out to them more closely.
There you go. You do see that there are the door to the brig seems to be closed, and there are two very burly-looking guards standing on either side of the door under some torches that are doing their best to fight with the rain.
I know the like measuring tool's not going to be accurate, so like how far of a walk did that seem?
You from walking from this kind of trapdoor like thing all the way to in front of the brig probably only took about 10 minutes.
Okay. Couple 100 feet, maybe half a mile. Keeps can be big, so pretty interesting.
Yeah, pretty cool. Two guards. Any windows around the building?
No, the keep does not have exterior windows. And the door looks to be very, very stout.
Random question, I'm not about to do anything, but like, what's the ground like? Is it all stonework, or is there any like loose earth? I could potentially mold earth in a pinch.
It is stone, but there is kind of... I mean, it's what dirt exists up here. Look, you get the sense that it was brought up here and has fallen off people's boots and clothing into the grout between these stones. If you want to make an investigation check and like kind of investigate and see if it's deep or not, you can do that.
No, just a courtesy glance is good enough. Thank you, DM.
You think about the route up here, and you imagine there's not much dirt under this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was just for me to keep tabs on my options. So we round the corner, and then do we keep going up, Captain?
Yeah, just lead them the rest of the way towards the room. So this
All
is
right.
the other tavern that I was telling you about.
There is revelry going on. It's mostly contained to the interior because there is a storm going on. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of activity going on in the immediate area around the Crow's Nest.
Well, did you go there often when you stayed here?
From time to time, I mostly went to the Undertow because it's a little more secluded, but sometimes if I wanted to get in people's business.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Um,
How big is that on the inside, Rafa?
Is it worth stopping in, or do you want to keep going?
I mean, I won't refuse another drink, but if you want to stop, then, to keep going and rest, then we can do that.
I would just like to be dry.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Dry and not smelly for a little bit. Maybe we can talk some things out.
Okay, you can do that in both. I don't know which one we're going to.
You know
Right.
what? I am nosy. I kind of want to see it. Just a peek.
Sure,
inside
yes,
this
that's
All
good.
crazy
right,
bar.
let's
And then we
poke our
run.
head
We
in.
get out as fast as possible. But I'm nosy and I like some drama.
Morgan, make a investigation check as you lead the way up the steps here and peek inside.
What is the dice today? I got an 11.
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
Listen, the
worse.
dice tell the story. You look inside this tavern. Again, distractions are at a premium. Being able to focus with what you guys have been through is difficult on a good day.
Yeah.
And as you look in this room, you see revelry. You see rowdy pirate bar. It looks like somebody's hanging from a chandelier with a bottle of rum in their hand, kind of swinging back and forth. You see back in the back corner, there's 2 to 3 people fighting, or 3 to 4 people fighting in the back corner. It's more than just a pair of people. You see the bartender is like in the weeds, trying to keep up with all the drinks that are being ordered. There is a 5-piece band in the back corner. You can see that there's like a spiral staircase that goes around the middle, what would be the mast of this crow's nest, that leads to like a upper deck that doesn't seem to be, there's like a little rope across the stairs. It seems to be not active during the storm here. But yeah, just in general, you see a pirate bar, and people have been off work for a while now.
And for anyone who's paying attention, Rafa's like normal kind of sway that he does when he stands still has kind of turned more into like an excited bounce, and as he's like watching all the revelry.
So Rafa is very excited.
He's very excited, and there's like a huge grin on his face, especially in the direction of like the brawl going on.
This is a lot.
Yes, this seems like fun.
That seems like a lot of something.
Is there a stage of people playing at this one too?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Can I get from the doorway, can I get a glance at like how many people are here? And are there like a bunch of different humanoids, or is it like, mostly like normal humans, or are we seeing like a bunch of elves?
You see a
anything else?
mix for sure of the Faerunian races. Everybody looks stylistically pretty similar. A lot of leather, a lot of tricorn hats and feathers and sashes. Swords with to one degree or another elaborate handguards and things. It is a cultural window into the vibe here, but you think there's maybe 50 people in here.
Yeah, that's a bunch of people, man.
And I guess DM.
You can smell food too.
Oh,
I
real
am
food.
constantly, now that we're here, constantly on the lookout for any treacherous ex-crew members.
Okay.
I would like to get some food actually while we're here.
Yeah, I try to like make sure my book and wand and stuff are like tucked and hidden in a waist belt or like waist somewhere. But otherwise, like, all right, let's go.
Make a deception check.
What going in? What are going in?
Yeah, let's go in.
Ooh,
Rock first to the door.
I got a 19.
With a 19, you are able to stash it in a way that you feel confident is not going to come back to bite you.
All right. I do that like pulling up my pants thing and be like, all right, I think I'm as good as I'm gonna be.
walking in.
Walking in.
All right, as
Awesome.
you guys
Alrighty.
start bar hopping on your first night in Raventide Keep, I think that's where we're going to call it, as you guys make your way into the Crow's Nest. Revelry abound. That's where we'll end tonight's episode, and we will pick up there next week.
Yay!
Yay!
We're in Raventide Keep.
And we're drinking.
We made it and we're drinking.
Alrighty, thank you so much for watching tonight's episode of the Jungles of Paldir. We sure do appreciate it. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and follow us on social media at Side21TV. We will see you next time. Have a wonderful night.